Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Bowie State Sports Talk. And we got a great episode today, man. You wanna know why it's great? But let me tell you. The Bowie State volleyball team is now 1-10. Yes, you heard that right, man. We got our first debut of the season. And I was there to commentate the game. I was the color commentator alongside Evan Johnson, man. It was our first dub of the season. I don't care if they lost the next 10 games. We finally got a dub. That's all that matters right now. But they got their first debut of the season against Virginia University Lynchburg, which was also Bowie State's first home game of the season. They swept Virginia 3-0. Now, if you watched last episode, I called it. I said, this game going to end in a sweep. Whether Bowie win 3-0 or whether Virginia win 3-0. I said this game going to end in a sweep. It just so happened that Bowie was the one to sweep them. But hey, it is what it is. I am mad. This was without a doubt Bowie State best game of the season. They had 12 aces. Bracy Gross and Tristan Kerr led them with 3 aces each. Look, I feel like they did literally everything right this game. During the game, Evan asked me, what does Bowie State need to do in order to win this game? I said communicate. They definitely did that. Only thing that they didn't do this game, the only thing that didn't go right this game was errors. Like what kept Virginia in this game throughout all 3 sets was errors. Whether it was attack errors, it was attack errors, like serving errors, ball handling errors. Bowie State errors gave Virginia so many free points. That's why each set was close. But at the end of the day, we still won. We still swept them 3-0, getting our first dub of the season. Then Bowie State turned around and faced University of Annapolis and lost 1-3. Then they faced Lock Haven, West Virginia Westland, and Glenvale, and got swept all 3 games, 0-3. Well, at least we got the 1 W. That's all that matters. Their next game is tomorrow against Morgan State, and their next home game is when their schedule really begin. Cause that's when they start facing CIAA. Like their next home game is Monday, and that's when they start facing CIAA opponents, which really was like this is the important part. Right now, they're facing non-conference. But starting next Monday, they face conference opponents, starting off with Virginia State at 6 p.m. in the AC Jordan Arena. So with that being said, I probably will be going live earlier. I don't even go live like around 4:30, but I don't want to go live at 4:30, finish the show, just have to rush to the arena. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be commentating the game or part of the team, not part of part of the behind the cameras team, right? So if I am, I don't want to come here at 4:30, do the show, and then rush there. So I'm probably come here around 12 o'clock after my 11:50 class. So like I said, Bowie State next home game is next Monday at 6 p.m. Their first conference game of the season against Virginia State. That's when the real schedule begins. So let's see how Bowie State do there. But speaking of conference game, the football team, Bowie State football team had their first conference game against Shaw University. I will get to that momentarily. Let me start off with showing my offensive lineman some love, man. Big shout out to Cameron Porter, as he was named the CIAA Offensive Lineman of the Week last week. Of course, lineman don't got no stats, so I can't tell you that he had like 25 pancakes. He prevented the quarterback from getting sacked 6 times. He played 25 snaps, only give up 1 sack. Linemen don't have stats really, so I can't give you no stats. But he won the award, so it's very deserving. Unfortunately, he act like he's a celebrity and don't do that with something to me. It's cool though. But like I said, the Bulldogs are now 2-1 this season as they bounce back and beat Shaw 21-7. Y'all know the saying, defense win games? Well, that quote came to life this game because the Bulldogs defense absolutely carried. I'm gonna break down some of these some of these Shaw drives for you, right? So the first offensive drive for Shaw University, the Bulldogs held them to 7 plays and only 2 yards. It was 4th and 33, still on the first drive, 4th and 33. The punt team blocked the punt. Shout out to Elijah Loden for blocking the punt and returned it for 6. That was the first offensive drive for Shaw. First defensive drive for Bowie. Second offensive drive for Shaw University. The Bulldogs forced another 3-and-out as they held Shaw to 3 plays and 0 yards. Only took up 20. Shaw only had 22 seconds with time of possession. They got that offense out of there quick. 3 plays, 0 yards, 22 seconds out of there. The third drive for Shaw, they was moving the ball. They got down at Bowie State 33-yard line, but of course Bowie State defense, they said nah. As I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna mispronounce his name, so forgive me, but I'm gonna say Matt Saladut. I went over this in my room as I was practicing, but it's Matt Salahudden. Ended up forcing a fumble, and teammate Keith Williams picked it up. So I think y'all get the point, right? But Bowie defense was locking them down. Last drive of the game, Shaw had the ball. 4:13 left in the game. Shaw had the chance to score a touchdown, make it 21-14, back to a 1-point game, or back to a 1-touchdown game, right? But what does Bowie State defense do? First play of the drive. Did you say get an interception? Well, you're right, because they got an interception. Shout out to Jaden Carter, who got the interception. And the offense just ran the clock out to get the W, 21-7. So this game really got to Bowie State defense as Khalil Glover had 7 tackles and half a sack. Devin Williams had 6 tackles